Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. 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 Testing. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Bergen County Tournament here from Sheridan Field in Rutherford, New Jersey. I'm Elijah Weintraub. Jack Grizz will be joining me in just a moment. Tonight's game features the Dwight-Englewood Bulldogs and the Your St. Mary Gales. It's an incredible matchup, and we have a lot in plan for you. Between me and Jack, we have a lot of interviews between all of our St. Mary players throughout this game we'll have on the broadcast, and we will also have a lot more regular information and thoughts given throughout, of course, the broadcast. Keep in mind, of course, St. Mary's played Dwight-Englewood already, and they won against them 4-1. Of course, there could be possibly new pitching changes, new rules, and new everything, and we'll see how it goes when the time being comes. We'll have more stats, more information throughout the game when it comes by. The Gales have just finished their pregame warm-ups. They're still trying to set up the camera while that was happening. So they might be going out there one more time possibly. We'll have to wait and see when that time comes. And Rutherford has yet to take the mound for their infield warm-ups. So we'll stand by there. And in the meantime, we are going to mute the broadcast in the meantime just to settle some things out. And we'll come back with possibly another pregame interview, which we haven't done before, and possibly some more information throughout the broadcast. So join us in just a little bit. And please keep in mind, folks, that we do have a different camera position today. One camera angle is on, the other is not. So on your screen it's on. For us, the camera we're broadcasting from doesn't have it on, but the box does. So I'll have more information when the time comes. We're going to go to break. We'll be right back.
Is it working, Eli? All right, I'm joined now by Joey Chavasta, pitcher for the Gales. Joey, wanted to get you in yesterday, didn't have enough time. I want to go back to yesterday's game though. Came in the top of the seventh, in a 1-0 game. Obviously, Gales came back and won in the bottom of the inning. How important was it to you to keep that a one-run game for your offense?
Well, I knew going in there that I couldn't let any runs score, so I just had to do there and do what I do and just shut down.
Joey, I want to ask you, obviously, bit of a last-minute call up to varsity, but I want to ask you, like, what has it meant for you to play for varsity? You know, what can we expect from you in the future?
Well, I'll be better in the future. This is just the start of it. What you see from me now and what you see from me from my senior year will be two different people.
And one more question, Joey. Eli and I both see this a lot, but we see you're a very independent person, seem to spend a lot of time by yourself, kind of like in like your mental mind, you know, trying to improve as a player, which I really admire. Can you just take me what goes through your mind during those times?
Well, I'm a very open person. I like you see when I pitch, I talk to myself, I do all that. But I just stretch in my free time. I'm like right now I was in the locker room for 30 minutes just stretching, getting my arm care because I can't be getting hurt. I'm a big part of this team, and if I get hurt, I let my team down. So,
Joey, thank you so much for your time. Good luck the rest of the season.
thank you.
All right.
We'll be right back. We're going to actually take a quick commercial break as music is playing. The infield warm-ups will begin for the Rutherford. Thanks, Joe. We'll be back. Go.
Oh. Oh, we got one. All right, welcome back. Just about ready to get started here, as the Gales take on Dwight-Englewood for the second time in a week.
Yeah.
I'll read the lineups out for. We'll start with the Gales. Tyler Giordano, of course, leading off at short. Kyle Watson catching once again. Blaise Conti after playing at first yesterday, he's back over at third today. Josh Moreno in right field, Jason Rosado at second, Jacob Herrera at first, hitting sixth. Xavier Arana back into the lineup after sitting yesterday, bat seventh. Matt DeGennaro DHing in the eighth spot, and Jose Victorio gets his second straight start in center field, batting ninth.
No, I'll be back. All
Why?
right. If I come in, I'll stay, and then I'll leave. All right.
Lineup.
Guys, it's your job. Hey, you're the kings here. I'm not here to take any control. I know. You're doing great. I'll go here. I'm going to get him right now. For the top of the second, I'll tell him.
Yeah.
Top of the second, yeah. Thank you.
Lineup for, and then your lineup for Dwight-Englewood. Reese Bowie, the starting pitcher, will lead off. Austin Kim, left field, bats second. Everett Garber, the first baseman, will bat third. J.D. Collins, the third baseman, bats fourth, cleanup. Ben Friedland, the catcher. Matt Savon, the second baseman. I believe that's. Yep. And then Zach Colosimo, the shortstop. Jimmy Burke is in right field, batting eighth. And then Matthias de Alba batting ninth in center field. Again, we interviewed Joey Chavasta, pitcher for the Gales, in the top of the first. Actually, before the game started, asked a couple questions. So he did a really good job answering them. So we thank him for that. Wish him the best of luck. For these next 3 years that he'll be here. Obviously, still gotta finish this season, of course. Again, we're just about ready to get started here in Rutherford. Again, Isaac Young takes the mound for the Gales. He's opposed by Reese Bowie of the Bulldogs. Of course, Isaac also pitched the first game against Dwight-Englewood, pitched 5 great innings, gave up just 1 run, which came in the first inning. Tyler Giordano, of course, had a home run in that game, a leadoff shot. Gales would put 3 more on the board and win that game 4-1. So we'll see. We'll
Jack,
see.
this is another close matchup, as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast. This is going to be 2 competitive teams, of course. Dwight-Englewood trying to even up the series. Although this is a tournament game and this is a do-or-die situation, you're got to think to yourself, we want to win against them. Just say, hey, we finally checked it off the box, or same areas. Just want to continue up that winning streak against them. It's a lot on the line today. Of course, the winner of today's game, if you haven't mentioned already, they played St. Joseph's in Montville and Ramsey this Saturday. The time is to be determined, and the winner of this game plays St. Joseph's. We have actually a picture of the bracket. We're going to show you the bracket on air in just a few minutes. And Jack?
Wait, no. Mr. D said he can't come on an interview.
We'll go for it. All right. So yeah, it's a lot to look forward to. The game is supposed to start in just a few minutes.
Coach Nigel out talking to the umpires.
Happening now.
Should be just about ready to get started. We'll be back shortly.
In the meantime, we are going to take one last commercial break before we start, and then we'll start everything when we come back.
All right, we are just about to get set now for the bottom of the first here at Sheridan.
We got everything. We're good. Yep. Thank you.
All right, just about ready to get started here. Reese Bowie will lead off for Dwight-Englewood, the pitcher. We'll see when the game actually gets started. Where coaches are talking, I believe, about the boundaries. Don't think this should take that long because Dwight-Englewood was here just last week, so I don't think this should be too much of an issue. But while we're waiting, Eli, you want to read off the information for Dwight-Englewood and for St. Mary's?
Why not? See, I don't even know where I put myself. Yeah, so we'll have the bracket image in just a few minutes towards the bottom of the first. We'll announce the schedule, of course, at the third area. St. Mary's is the national division. They're in first place, 13-6, followed by Rutherford. They're 13-7. St. Mary's are 13-6 right now after a win yesterday, after a De Janeiro walk-off win yesterday, 2-1. David Anderson and Joey Chavasta pitched in that game. Dwight-Englewood is 10-7 under head coach Frank Sullivan. They're not ranked at all according to the standings on NJ.com. Frank Salavano is the head coach of them, and their last game was May the 4th, and St. Mary's against St. Mary's, and they actually lost that game 4-1. So it's been a little bit of a break, unless NJ.com has not recorded those wins and losses for the team. May 4th was their last game, and it was against St. Mary's. And of course, at the top of the third, we'll have the schedule updates, and we'll have the bracket at the first.
Thank you, Eli. Again, I'm not sure, just trying to get here. Go ahead.
Three more things I have to mention. The Stony Brook game, as we mentioned on Sunday, does not count towards the regular standings. So the Johnny Briggs Classic against Stony Brook does not count towards the standings. We'll have a lot of interviews today, and it all started with Joey Chavasta before in the freshman in the pregame interview. We'll have more throughout the broadcast as the time goes on. And one last mention: we are at home field today and not center because it's just me and Jack, not Bobby today. Again, Elijah Weintraub alongside Jack Rizzo. We'll have a full broadcast. We'll have everything ready to go in just a few minutes.
All right, Gales are taking the field now. Isaac Young takes the mound today for the Gales.
Take it away.
Isaac's last start came against the same team, Dwight-Englewood. Pitched 5 solid, gave up just 1 run, ended up winning the game. I got him after the game. Said he just felt a lot more said once his team, was able to put some runs on the board, just felt more comfortable. And again, I talk about it all the time with really good pitchers. With good pitchers, you need to, again, they usually start off slow, but then they get better as the game goes on. So it's great to see Isaac do that. Isaac is a very good pitcher, of course, senior. I don't know if Eli mentioned this, but over to the left, Gail's dugout, on the outside on the fence, pictures of all the senior players. There are, I believe, 12 pictures, which means, yep, lots of seniors this year. Senior day will be next week. Next Friday, May 19th. So make sure you join us for that one. Again, stay tuned. We have a lot to get to today. We kind of try to make it a bit of a different broadcast today. Obviously, you saw we did the pregame interview with Joey Chavasta, which we thank him very much for. First time we've ever done a pregame interview for baseball. We, of course, during the basketball season, we did a pregame interview with Luke Gascione. Just asked him a couple questions. Thought he did really well answering them. Joey, the same. We're going to have a couple of special guests join us throughout this game.
Awesome.
Henry Magnuson, who is number 10 on varsity. He will join us in the top of the second. And, of course, the coach of JV, David D'Alessandro. Coach will be joining us at some point in this game. Make sure you stay tuned. But, obviously, the main focus will be on Isaac and the rest of the Gales as they try to advance. We should mention this is county tournaments. First game of county tournaments as 14 seed St. Mary's takes on 19 seed Dwight-Englewood.
The winner takes on St. Joseph's Montville in Ramsey on Saturday. The time is to be determined. Yes, it's at Ramsey. I believe it's at a neutral site.
Maybe where Don Bosco plays. I don't know.
Yeah, I have it. It should be at Ramsey or at. Oh no, actually no. It's St. Joseph Montville.
All right.
I'm wrong.
All right, Reese.
I read it wrong. I heard false information. Here's the first pitch of the game. Jack, take it away.
Reese Bowie leads off for Dwight-Englewood. Starting pitcher in this game. Isaac Young on the mound, and here's first of the game, and it drills him, and that'll send him down to first base. So Isaac Young, his first pitch of the game, drills Bowie in the midsection, and that'll send him down to first base. So just like that, Dwight-Englewood is the leadoff runner on for the left fielder, Austin Kim. Well, that's exactly the thing that Isaac didn't need, just drilling the first batter with a fastball. Can I mention it with, pitchers? They always start off a bit shaky, and they really start to improve as the game goes on. We do want to apologize for the some action going on out there in center field. I'm not sure what that is out there, but hopefully none of them get hit by a ball. All right, I'm not sure. The umpire just asked Coach Nigel something. I think he was asking about the possibly the noise being made from Dwight-Englewood. I think
The noise, and I think on the on deck people.
Yeah,
I think they might have crossed the line.
And that's in the dirt, and that's low, ball 1. Again, first game of county tournaments. And that's fouled back, and it stays in the netting, 1-1. Gale's defense, a little different from yesterday. Jesus Bautista, who we saw get hit, get a lower body injury on Friday at North Arlington, was limping, ended up coming out of the game. We saw him play on Sunday as the DH, I believe. But we have not seen him play these last 2 games. I think it might be some injuries there. But again, so Jose Victorio plays the second game in center field. Xavier Ron is in left field, and a pickoff try, and can't get back safely. We saw David Anderson yesterday pick off a base runner from first. Isaac trying to do the same, but Bowie gets back safely. The Gales beat Dwight-Englewood the first time 4-1. Dwight-Englewood didn't play bad though. They had a couple of chances offensively, just were never able to capitalize. Gales did just enough offensively to win the game. And a bunt attempt right back to Young. He's going to go to second with it and get the out there. Great play there by Isaac Young, knowing that was his ball, and he's able to get the out at second. It'll go down as a 1-6 fielder's choice, and there's one out now here in the first, so the bunt is unsuccessful. That's a good play there by Isaac.
And the bunt was the reason why St. Mary's won yesterday. That walk-off win, courtesy of De Janeiro, and we'll see if they can do it again. Hopefully it's not a walk-off and less scary. Make us all go crazy again. But it was a fun night.
What is a gorgeous day here in Rutherford. Of course, last week had a lot of rain, but fortunately this week it's been a lot nicer, clear today. Temperatures in the mid-70s. Now we're in the shade, so it feels a little colder, but in the sun it's pretty warm, as that's grounded foul by Everett Garber, the first baseman, 0-1. And that's high, 1-1. Dwight-Englewood very passionate today. There in the crowd. Coach Nigel making some signals over to Kyle Watson as catcher. And the slider misses inside, 2-1. Gale's bench thought that was a strike. Umpire did not think so. Kim the runner at first with 1 out. Young behind Garber, 2-1. And now 3-1. Now pickoff try by Watson, and a great play there by Herrera to keep that ball from going into right field. Otherwise, Kim would have been off to second. So it's now a 3-1 count. Young in danger of walking a batter here. Of course, Young gave up a run in the first inning of the game against Dwight-Englewood, but it was impeccable after that. Swing and a miss on a good breaking ball, and he strikes out for the second out. I didn't realize there were 2 strikes there, but that was a nasty slider from Young. Good breaking ball. That's his first strikeout. 2 outs in the inning now for J.D. Collins. Coach telling Tyler and Blaze about the speed of Austin Kim at first, telling Ty and Blaze. And that's grounded to second. Rosado has it. Side retired. Isaac Young works around a leadoff hit by pitch. Scoreless going to the bottom of the first.
Okay, as we promised, we're going to show you the bracket. I'm going to actually show you guys on here. Let's see if I could. Perfect. Okay, so yeah. Hold on 1 second. This is the bracket currently you're showing here. So St. Joseph's will take on the winner of Dwight versus St. Mary's.
Eli,
Rutherford
just make this
Teaneck versus on Ramsey.
Oh, no, go back. I was just telling you to make it quick. Sorry.
We're trying to pull a bracket up on the screen here because we don't have like a graphic of it. We only got it on paper, so we're trying to like best describe it in the best way possible. I'll explain more throughout the game, and Jack, get the call.
Thanks, Eli. Tyler Giordano leads off for the Gales. Ty had a 3-for-3 day yesterday. Conference Player of the Week. And he fouls the first pitch back, 0-1. It's a rare first swing for Ty. We usually see him take the first pitch. But good being aggressive here against this lefty, Reese Bowie. Gales have certainly...
As we mentioned, we'll announce schedule in the top of the third here. The pitch again here is going to be outside and high for a ball.
Well, Gales lineup certainly playing to lefty. They got 7 of the 9 hitters in the lineup are righty hitters.
So for those of you who didn't
Ty takes a ball 2-1.
So for those of you who didn't understand the bracket is huge. It's all over NJ.com, but we only showed you the shortened version. St. Joseph's has a bye for today. They'll play the winner of Dwight versus St. Mary's as their strike called there. St. Mary's enters the bracket at number 14, Dwight-Englewood at number 19, St. Joseph's at number 3. And the winner of the Rutherford Teaneck game happening at Rutherford today will be playing at Ramsey, the number 6 seed, on Saturday. And the winner will play each other of those 2 series there.
Thank you.
And we'll have the full brackets available on NJ.com.
So
and
2 strikes to Ty.
As the
Takes
Gills
in the dirt.
continuously move on, hopefully through this through the tournament, we'll have more updates on the entire full schedule, rather.
Yep. Thank you, Eli. 2 strikes to Giordano. And Ty grounds one towards the hole, and that'll go through for a base hit. And Ty now with his 4th consecutive hit.
Ty the leadoff guy. That's
And
what
he is
does.
pumped up, as he should be, as the Gales get the leadoff base runner on for Kyle Watson, their catcher.
It's Tyler.
There is a great.
Tyler's there for a
There is a great. This is might be the most we've seen from St. Mary's so far this year. Packed bench over there. And Watt swings and misses at that sinker, 0-1. Garber, I thought maybe that'd be a ball because he looked over to first. I thought he was gonna try to pick off try. Of course, Tyler Giordano's a great base stealer over there. Got thrown out yesterday. And takes a strike, 0-2. Thought that was outside, but the umpire didn't think so, and it's quickly 0-2 on Watson. Of course, Giordano got thrown out on a strike him out, throw him out double play last game, and that's outside 1-2. Again, great showing here today for the Gales. So now 1-2 to Watson with Giordano at first. And that's in the dirt, 2-2. Good eye by Watson. Just catching once again with Tyler Giordano now pretty much being the everyday shortstop. Have not seen, and those are 2 catchers along with Dom Mealy, but Dom's more of a bench player. So, but again, with Ty playing shortstop, Watson's become the everyday catcher. Now it's a full count. So after an 0-2 count to Watson, he's worked it back to a full count. Let's see if they put Giordano here in motion on a full count. They're not going, and Watson takes strike 3 called. Fastball over the inside corner. First strikeout for Garber. Watson thought it was ball 4, and that's the first out for Bowie. Blaze Conti leads the Gales pretty much every major category. Hits, runs, RBIs, pickoff try, and Giordano gets back safely. Speaking of Giordano, Ty now leads the team in runs scored, probably because of his high on-base percentage. Great. He's got a great eye, so I'm get that leadoff hit. Also takes his walks, though. And that hit him, and that'll send Conti down to first. So now both pitchers have hit a batter in each of the frames of the first inning. So now 2 runners on. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Josh Marino. See what Josh does here. Is tough lefty-on-lefty matchup. From what I've seen so far from Bowie, he's a sinker-throwing lefty. Those hitters are tough, usually on the lefties, because you can throw the sinker, it'll sink back to the inside. Makes it tough. But let's see what Josh can do here in this at-bat. See if he jumps for a He gets bunt and bunts it back, nothing in one. That's an interesting call there to bunt. I don't know if that's coach's decision or if that Josh did that on his own, but that's a very interesting decision there to bunt. Of course,
they've been bunting a lot lately, and I think they've been doing it on 1 outs because it's been successful so far. But because the way I believe, I guess their position is
that gets away, and they're gonna. It's not a steal. It's gonna be a pass ball on the catcher that'll allow Giordano and Conti to advance for a second. So now with the runners at second and third, that they can. Nope. With the runners at second, yeah, because they didn't break until the ball got away. So now, yep, you're good. So now the bunt will not be in play. The double play is out of order. Now a fly ball can get a run in here. Josh takes a ball, 2-1. So it'll be a pass ball on Friedland, the catcher.
3-1.
I guess 3-1, yeah. Josh trying to get in this runner from third with less 2 outs. The Gales have been very good this year getting in a runner from third with less 2 outs, and he fouls one back into full count. Very early here in the game, looks like the Bulldogs will keep their infield back, so you can see the run on the ground ball. Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. Their infield is in, actually. I'm sorry. I lied. Their infield is in. Very interesting here in the bottom of the first. And that's ball 4. Nope, full count. They had it wrong. That's what I thought. I thought it was a full count. So it's now a full count to Moreno. Giordano at third. Conti at second with 1 out. 3-2 coming to Josh Moreno. And he swings and fouls one back, and that gets stuck in the netting. If the netting was there, it would have come right at me. And Friedland will take that out of the net. Hand it back to the umpire.
Stony Brook game. Go ahead. We won't go down the hell with that one.
Jason Rosado waits on deck.
Nor have we agreed to have.
3-2 to Moreno. And he takes ball 4. Terrific at bat there from Josh Moreno. And that'll load the bases for Jason Rosado. Jason broke his slump yesterday with an opposite field hit in the 7th. Started the rally. Jason ended up scoring on a sacrifice fly from Xavier Rana. He's got a great chance here. Now with the bases loaded, Dwight-Englewood will drop their infield backs in double play depth. Jason swung the bat very, very well yesterday. Fouled off a couple tough pitches, had some good at-bats, hit the ball hard twice. Jason fouls one back, nothing in one. Good hack there. Jacob Herrera's on deck. Well, I think it's good. So if you notice, the 5 through 8 are the exact same that came up in the 7th inning yesterday for the rally. So I would say it's a smart decision by coach to keep it the same way. Jason shows bunt and ends up bunting into a strike, and it's 0-2. Again, maybe that I think that was so now it's 0-2 to Rosado. Jason was in an 0-2 count in the 7th yesterday, worked it to 2-2, and then got an opposite field hit. And he fouls that one back. That's a great hack there. And it's still 0-2. Again, JV guys sticking around for this one. They had a practice today. Yep. I said that. All right.
He's on his way, so we'll get him from the bottom.
And Rosado fouls that one back. So Jason with some good hacks here against this pitcher, Reese Bowie. So again, you've got Giordano at third, Conti at second, Moreno at first with 1 out. Bowie struck out Watson looking, and that's high, 1-2. That's a good take there by Rosado. We saw Jason yesterday break through in the 7th with that opposite field hit, started the rally, would end up being held at third on a double by Herrera, then would score on a sacrifice fly. Jason's a good base runner. There go the runners. That's lined into left field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Giordano's in to score. It gets by the left fielder. Conti's in to score. Moreno around third. He'll come in. He'll be held. Nope, he'll come home, and he'll score. Jason Rosado with a 3-run double to give the Gales a 3-0 lead. Well, we saw Rosado break his slump yesterday in the 7th with an opposite field hit. He continues on that with a terrific at-bat to drive in 3. You know, that's got to make Coach happy, and it's 3-0 Gales here in the first. How about that?
Yeah, great job by the entire team. 3 runs in, early start, great work. Let's keep it up, and let's win this county game. Round 1.
Well, Gales already lead 3-0. That'll bring up Jacob Herrera now with Rosado at second. Still just 1 out. So it'll be a now Herrera squares the bunt and bunts it into the net, nothing in 1. But that's a great sign there by Jason. Again, another terrific at bat, and then driving that one to left field. I'm gonna count it as a double because again, it definitely scored. It would have scored 2 anyways. I think Jason would have, with his speed, would have been able to get to second on that. Swing and a miss by Herrera, and it's 0-2. I believe that's the first. I believe just the second swing and a miss by the Gales in this game in the first inning. Jake had the double yesterday to move Rosado over third. He would end up scoring the winning run on a sacrifice bunt, but he strikes out here on 3 pitches. So Reese Bowie has his second K, and that'll bring up Xavier Arana. X had the sacrifice fly in yesterday's game to bring in the tying run. Matt DeGennaro waits on deck. 7th batter to come up here against Reese Bowie. And he squares the bunt, and it goes to the backstop, and that'll allow Rosado to go over to third. That's the second time now a ball has gotten past the catcher. It should be another pass ball on Friedland. So now Rosado at third, 2 outs. We've now seen 4 Gales players try to bunt here in the first. There's a strike, and it's 0-2. Right down the middle there from Bowie. And that's fouled back by Arana. It's still 0-2. X has been hot with the bat lately. So Bowie had on Xavier 0-2. And he just got a piece of that one and fouls it back. And, yep. And as I said, it was a great sign for Jason. He can put that bat in and go with the double. And the check swing, and Arana goes around for strike 3. The ball's in the dirt. Catcher will throw it down to first, complete the play, and that retires side. So Bowie strikes out 3 in the first, but the Gales double from Jason Rosado, 3-0. I'm not going to interrupt you. All right, welcome back for the top of the second here. Gales have a 3-0 lead. Jason Rosado with a 3-run double. Isaac Young back to the mound. We have a very special guest here joining us for the second inning. Number 10 for varsity, Henry Magnuson. Henry, thank you for joining us. First off, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, Jack.
All right. What has it meant, whether it's with JV or varsity, whether it's Coach D or Coach Nigel, what advice have you taken for them, and how do you think it's allowed you to become a better player?
I'll listen to everything they say because, I mean, Coach Nigel, he's coached some absolutely amazing teams in the past, like St. Joe's. Great advice, state champ winner. I'm listening to his advice. He's got amazing advice. And Coach D, first time on the job as a coach. I love him. He's got great attitude, and he just wants to be there to help us get up the ranks there.
What has it meant for you to play for this baseball program, and why did you choose St. Mary's over some other, baseball schools around here?
I love our program here. Everyone's in tune. Everyone here wants to win. Everyone here has that dog in them. They want to win. Two outs, they want to get that hit. They want to score that run. They'll do what they want. And other programs just didn't fit that for me, like St. Mary did.
Well, we saw yesterday that rally in the bottom of the 7th. Obviously X with the big sac fly, and then Maddie got the bunt in to win the game. Whether it's for JV and varsity, is there obviously other than yourself, is there one player that stands out to you that you think has a lot of things ahead of them? Who thinks they can make it to the big leagues one day?
I think everyone's got their thing that they do. I think everyone's got their special thing that they do. I mean, Tyler Giordano's going D1. That's absolutely amazing for him. Blaze Conti, I see an absolute bright future for him. He's doing absolutely amazing. And our new freshman, Joey Chavasta, doing absolutely amazing as a pitcher on varsity as a freshman. I find that amazing.
We got Joey in before a game. As Jason's been a busy man over at second these last few weeks defensively, made another play. So I got to think of another one. Let's see. Let's go to the Harrison game. When you came up to it back at your first varsity hit, what did that mean to you, and what was your feeling in that moment?
It was huge for me, absolutely huge. My first time getting a varsity at bat. I'm so happy that Nigel let me have that opportunity, and you made me work for it, and I put in the effort, and I got up to that box. I'm like, I gotta show him that this is what I'm meant to do. This is why I'm here, and I had to get that hit. Saw the pitch, I just went for it right up the middle.
What is the feeling you get when you're in the Gales locker room with the players, with Coach? What is the feeling like in there? And how do you think Coach motivates you guys every game?
Coach Graves gives absolute amazing pep talks. He really hypes us up right for the game. It's absolutely amazing. Everyone in there wants to win. Everyone has the same attitude, same mindset. Do what's best for the team to win the game.
Isaac with a nasty pitch there for his second strikeout. 2 outs here in the second. This kid's good too, Isaac. Very good.
I love my boy Isaac.
We talked to a coach yesterday about the motivation speeches. Tells me, I asked him, what was like the, again, like what did you tell the team like before the bottom of 7? Because they were struggling to score runs the whole game. He told me, it starts at 2:30 every day. I think that's what you see in a great coach. Let's see. So obviously you've been playing first a lot this year. That's something different for you. You usually pitch and have played the outfield on occasion. Nice glove flip, Jason. All right. Yeah, so we're not going to go to break. I'll keep you on for a minute. But how different has it felt playing first, and what do you feel like your best position is on the field?
Playing first, this is new for me. We didn't have really a first baseman, so I stepped up there. I've played a little bit of first in the past, but I usually was an outfielder. Pitching's a little new to me, too. I started that last year. But I picked up that first baseman's glove, and I worked at it. I worked over hours trying to learn the scoops and stuff, and I've been working at it. I've seen success there. So I'm going to keep running with that success there at first base.
What do you think is the best part of your game at the plate? What do you think you're the best at?
I love hitting when it's two outs, 3-2 count, and we got men on and we need that hit. I want to be up there. I want to get that hit. I'm locked in, and I'm just going to drive it right up the middle or in the gaps. I'm going to put that ball in play because I want to win. It's for the team, man. Everything's for the team here.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've kind of run out of questions for you, so I think that we're gonna wrap it up here. So you can go back over. Your guy, Eli. Any questions before we go? All right, Henry. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you, Mr. Riz. Thank you, guys.
Bottom of the second starting now. 3-0 is your score. And the next JV player's up, Anthony Messina.
He'll be with Jack. Jack?
All right, we're going to keep a player here, a different player now, number 12 for St. Mary's, Anthony Messina. Anthony, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Jack. It's a pleasure to be here.
First off, how you feeling?
I feel good. Sorry I was a little late, but...
Oh, no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
And first out there, ground up by DeGennaro. So I want to know, Anthony, why did you choose St. Mary's, over some other schools around here? Like, what was different about St. Mary's than some other schools?
What's different about St. Mary's is, even though we're a small school, there's a lot of passion in the school. Like, I love it. Even though we're a small school, we make the best out of it. And I heard the baseball team's good, and same thing. There's other good teams in a small school, like the basketball team, and so is the baseball team. So that's why I chose St. Mary's.
Whether it's Coach Nigel or Coach D, what are those speeches like? How do you think they motivate you to become a better player?
Motivate me. They both motivate me in a good way, to keep focusing on the game, which I really like. I really like how they motivate me. They keep pushing myself. It's not over yet. Keep your heads up, no matter what the score is. Keep it up. Keep your heads up. That's one of my best motivations I had from them.
Anthony, what do you feel like is the best part of your game, like at the plate? Like, what do you feel like you do best?
What I do best is getting on base because I like to help to get the runners in or start things off because one way or another, someone has to start helping us win.
Whether it's on JV or varsity, wow, that's a pretty impressive inning there from Bowie. What do you, whether JV or varsity, which player do you think, you look at them and you say this guy's got, bright future ahead of him, obviously other than yourself? Is there player in general?
Like, I remember Joey Javasta was like with us for our first game, but I knew he does belong varsity. He definitely deserves to be there, and I hope he has a great rest of these 3 years. I mean, this is only his first year, and I am very impressed with him, and I'm very happy with him. I hope he does good for the next 3 years.
Yep, we actually interviewed him before the game today.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I'm gonna give one more question. So when you're in the locker room, whether it's with Coach D or Coach Nigel, what is the feeling like in there? And with the players and with the coaches, how do you feel like that motivates you?
I just feel like that I just gotta get pumped up. I belong here, and it's time for this is where we all belong, in that same room. We all get pumped up.
Anthony, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you for having me here.
All right, so something different there. Sent the second inning interviewing a couple of Gales players. Felt really good to we're trying to do something different, for this game. Obviously it's just Eli and I want to do something a little different, but
Change it up.
And thank you, Henry and Anthony, for the great questions. That's lined over second. That's gonna go for a base hit. So a loop single for Jimmy Burke there.
And of course, I know you were taking care of all the interviews and the questions. I just want to give my thoughts really about that inning. Overall, great inning. Obviously, it didn't work out in the Gales' favor, but listen, they got the 3 outs that they needed during while they were on the outfield, on the top area rather, and that's what matters. And not allowing another run come in, it means 3-0. Keep up the score, and hopefully they can get another run in. Hopefully in the bottom of the third, and hopefully they can bounce back and try to take over that win over St. Joseph's, hopefully, when they get there on Saturday.
How about that curveball from Isaac? And I want to mention that was a pretty obviously we were interviewing the players, but that was a very dominant inning from the Dwight-Englewood pitcher there in the second.
Yeah, it was very
you don't
dominant.
want to let him get settled in. If he gets settled in, you better hope they don't score any runs, because
It was a very dominant inning, and they showed greatness and perfectness, I guess you could say, all throughout the game. And hopefully the positivity continues, and there's another ground
and
ball
that's
high.
line down the right field line. Is that going to get down?
That
It
is.
is going to get down for a base hit.
They're going to go to third.
To
and
Alba
second.
with a base hit, and the throw to second is in time, and they got him. Great throw from Josh Moreno in right field to get
Wow,
De
great
Alba out
throw.
at second base. So it'll go down as a single for De Alba, moving Burke over to third, but he is out at second for the first
Yeah,
out.
he's out at second, but however, they did give up a few, two bases as the runner advanced now to third. You might get the run in, unfortunately, but listen, if they can pull up a dominant inning, they'll be great. And this Gales team is good for their double plays and a lot of action, so don't be surprised with this Gales team.
Yep. Reese Bowie now, who got hit by pitches first time up. Bowie lefty thrower, but hits righty. So again, it'll go down as a single for De Alba, moving Burke over to third, but he gets thrown out at second for the first out. So again, thank you to Henry and Anthony for the interview. So they did a really good job. Again, we're going to get Coach D on here at some point. There's a beauty for a strike from Isaac Young. Again, Gills played Dwight-Englewood last week, won that game. They lead 3-0 right now. Jason Rosado's bases clearing double. And that's outside, 2-1. Isaac wanted that call. Already here in the third. That second went very, very quick. And Isaac again drops the curveball, and it's 2-2.
This is an interesting inning. The responses are great. The questions are good. I wish I, had the opportunity to ask a question, but you really took all the words out of. You asked every perfect question that you need to ask for a JV. slash varsity players. So great job, Jack, by you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you couldn't. I asked you if you needed any questions, but
But no, you answered all of them. So
well, if
there's not much to ask. I mean, you nailed it through.
well, anyways,
I'll do post game.
yep, Isaac.
When they win, hopefully.
Yeah,
Knock on wood.
and that's full count now to Reese Bowie. Yeah, they've got a runner at third with one out. The Gales they're gonna keep the infield back, so I can see the run on the ground ball. Young gave up one run in his last year against Dwight-Englewood, and that's Pop's foul, and that'll go out of play, and it will go into the yard, just barely. So, see if any players chase after it. So still a full count to Bowie. Outfielders are playing about mid-range. Again, Gales and Fields back, so look and see the run on the ground ball. Burke is the runner at third with one out. And Bowie lines one into center field. Victoria racing over, and he won't get there. It's going to be all the way in the gap. Victoria will chase it down. One run will score. Bowie on his way to third. He is going to be held up there. It's an RBI triple for Reese Bowie, and the Bulldogs get a run back. It's 3-1 St. Mary's. That was hit very well. That was all the way in the gap. Jose did all he could to get, and we're going to get a pinch runner. All right, so that will be, let me see. It's going to be Jack Meserol who will come into pinch run for Bowie as he gets ready to pitch. Dwight-Englewood gets one run back here in the third as Isaac gives up the triple. So once again, a runner at third with just one out for Austin Kim. Gales keep their, let's see. Looks like the infield is still. All right, I think, I'm trying to see because like the netting is a little tough. All right, the infield is back, so look and see to run on a ground ball. Isaac really has been showing off his curveball early. That's foul back, and it's 0-2. So Isaac has Kim down in an 0-2 count. And he checks swing, and he went around strike three. Got him with a high fastball, and Kim is out for the second out. That's a big strikeout for Isaac Young, his third of the game. And now 2 outs for Everett Garber, the first baseman.
2 outs and you got a runner on third, so you got to just be careful there. And
well, it's a lot better to have a runner on third with 2 outs than with 1 out.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, if they can just keep it the way they have it right now, it'll be great. And overall, so far so good.
Gales, now with 2 outs, the Gales will drop their infield back. Everett Garber, the first baseman, struck out his first time up.
And huge crowd here today. We'll announce the schedules in just at the bottom of the third, rather. Huge crowd today for both sides, St. Mary's and Dwight-Englewood. They're both trying to show their spirit in this county game as the winner moves on to their next round versus St. Joseph Montville. And the other is just going to have to just wait to their next regular season game. So
yeah.
A lot on the line for this. I mean, also at the same time, it's St. Joseph Montville. So you got to look at 2 factors. I mean, they can win it.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a rough match. So
good stop there by
just
Watson,
prepared,
1-1 to Garber.
for both sides.
Again,
It'll be
let me see.
exciting.
Hang on. Jack Meserol is the pinch runner at third as Bowie had to come out, gets ready to go back to the mound for the bottom of the third.
And huge thank you, real quick, to Anthony Mazzina, Henry Mackinson, and
Joey Chavasta
for their interviews. You can rewatch it. Henry Mackinson was at the top of the second. Bottom of the second was Anthony Mazzina. And during the pregame, right before Dwight-Englewood's pregame warm-up infield hits, was Joey Chavasta, the pitcher on the varsity team, who did a fantastic job keeping this game alive yesterday during the top 7th. And we'll see if he comes in there today. If not, very soon.
Well, we saw him warming up before.
Seemed to be just schedules we'll have up in the bottom of the third.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider from Young, and it's 2-2. It says full count. I think it's 2-2 though. Again, Gale's infield is back. Meserol's the pinch runner at third with 2 outs. Garber in a 2-strike count. And he struck him out. Nasty curveball, and Young pumps his fist as he picks up his 4th strikeout. And that retires side, but Dwight-Englewood gets one back on an RBI triple from Reese Bowie. 3-1 going to the top of the All right, bottom of the third here. Kyle Watson, the catcher, bats, swings and misses, nothing in one. Gales have gone down now. They have now, Bowie has settled, and he's retired each of his last 5. Struck out 2 in that inning. He's already struck out 4 through the first 2, as Kyle fouls that one. Actually, struck out 5 through the first 2. And it's still quickly onto to Watson, and he chops onto the right side. Garber makes the play, races to the bag, and it's in time for the first out. So that's now 6 in a row set down by Bowie. That'll bring up Blaze
As
Conti.
we promised, we have our schedule updates for you. As we mentioned, whoever wins today's game will play St. Joe's on Saturday. For St. Mary's, their next home game is Friday at 4 p.m. versus Secaucus. Before Monday the 15th, home versus Waldwick, 4 p.m. We'll confirm that with Nigel at the end, Coach Nigel at the end of the game. Tuesday the 16th, they're away at Rutherford at 4 p.m. Friday, they're in Paramus for senior night, 4:15 p.m. Saturday, foul ball there.
Yep. Saturday they play at St. Joe's if they win today.
Next Saturday they're at Leonia at 1:30 p.m. and next Friday Paramus senior night 4:15. This Friday Secaucus 4 p.m. Meanwhile for Dwight-Englewood this Friday they're away at Richfield 4:15 p.m. and then they won't play till next Friday when they're back home versus Bergen 4 p.m.
Conti hits one to shallow left center. Racing in is the center fielder, and he makes the two-handed grab. So grab made there by Matthias de Alba for the second out. That's now 7 in a row set down by Bowie.
To finish up for Dwight-Englewood, I was speaking of, this Friday they are at Richfield 4:15 p.m. Then next Friday they have Bergen Charter 4 p.m. Before Saturday they have Elmwood Park at 4 p.m. And of course the full NJ bracket for the tournament is on NJ.com.
Marino grounds 1 to third. Easy play for J.D. Collins, and that retires the side. So another 1-2-3 inning for Reese Bowie. He's set down 8 in a row now. 3-1 Gales go on top of the 4th. This pitcher is pretty good for Dwight-Englewood. Where's he going?
Wake Forest.
No kidding.
Yep.
I didn't even know that. All right. All right, welcome back. Top of the 4th here. Gales lead this game 3-1. And I am joined once again by the coach of the JV team, David D'Alessandro. Coach, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. You guys do a great job. I'm always glad to participate.
Yeah, absolutely. So just kind of like a follow-up, just like update us like what's been going on with JV, like what improvements have you seen from them, and how proud are you for the work that they've done this year?
As always, I'm just happy to be here. We've had some ups and downs, but if you were here for one of the games against North Arlington, I say about 2 weeks ago, we had about 25 students here that weren't on the team that just came for fans, and we ended up having a comeback win late in the game, and the electricity was amazing. I had an amazing time coaching. I'm just so grateful for the kids, how motivated they are each and every day. And I just try to teach them, high character players, high character athletes make great teams. So we got to continue to play for one another, not worry about the errors we make, address it, learn from it, and get better. Don't be scared of the ball. We need to focus a lot on mental toughness, mental fortitude, and clutch at-bats. And we've been doing that. Obviously, there's been some downsides, but I've been enjoying it. Up and down season. Better than we had the year before.
Oh, that's a nasty one right there.
1 out.
This kid Isaac is something else, I'll tell you.
Isaac Young is a terrific person, terrific kid, and
Sure
excellent
is.
pitcher.
Yeah. So since we last talked, what else have you taken from Coach Nigel? Coach. I mean, he's the man. We know that. What have you taken from Coach since then? How do you think it's helped you become a better coach in person?
Positivity. I know you see him out here and he's yelling all the time, getting the kids motivated to go. He's very vocal, and I've always been a vocal coach myself. Again, I've coached basketball for many years, but I've always been very vocal in the game. And he's just one game at a time, just make the kids happy to be there. JV is a developmental program, so especially for our school. So our goal is to keep them happy, teach them as much as we can, and get better each and every day.
Yeah. Whether it's with Coach or with your guys on JV, what is that feeling you get in the locker room, and why? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, after a win, it's very exciting. Again, when we have kids that come down to the games, that means a lot to me. To have 20 kids come to a JV game, you're not seeing that in a lot of schools. You really aren't. So to get people, I don't know if it's me or it's the kids or just or just the feeling among everybody else. I'm so grateful. I'm so just to be here and just to have the kids to come to support their JV kids. And not to mention, a lot of the kids we have on the JV team, they're also 3 sports athletes. Baseball's not their main sport, and they may not play it after, when they hit their senior year or junior year. So these are going to be one of the greatest moments. They're going to remember those games for the rest of their life. And a comeback win, having their fans there for JV, celebrating like that, that's awesome. It really is. I wish I was able to have that experience when I grew up playing here.
That's great. So what has been your favorite thing about coaching here at St. Mary's?
Just being able to give back. Like I said in the last interview, I was so grateful to come here. Just with the kids I'm surrounded by, that taught me just not only humility, but just the backgrounds I've learned from so many people when I went here. And the kids here are down-to-earth kids, humble and ready to work. And as just in teaching as well, this whole year I've just enjoyed it so much. I came back primarily because I think they deserve me. I wanted to come back because I know I can give back to kids and helping them anywhere I can into college, into adulthood. And I know these kids are ready, and I know the people at St. Mary's come here because not only do they want to learn, they want to get better as people. And whether it's English class, coaching basketball, coaching baseball, overall, everyone's has value to them. And these kids need to understand that teenage years can be rough years, just mentally, in terms of who they want to be, what they really are, what are their aspirations. Everyone has value, every single one of you. So it's not only important for me to let them know that they should know their worth. They should know other people's worth. Not to put anyone down, to get better and work with each other, because that's life. You're going to have to work together. It's a community. And that's what I want to instill here and what people continue to instill here, the other faculty as well.
Yeah. That's great. Isaac,
I got a question. You're graduating.
Like I told.
Congratulations. What do you want to say?
Yeah, again, when I came here, I was still in college for my master's degree in political science. So I just graduated. Luckily, I was blessed with kids that were with me the whole ride. They understood how hard my assignments were. Sometimes I'd be a little behind. They'd be like, guys, I'm a little stressed out. And they always were helping me out, even giving me slack or just rooting for me. And I've been eternally blessed with them. Rutgers Newark University is a great school. When I went there, and I don't know if it is anymore, but it seems like it's the most diverse school in the entire nation. The entire college, most diverse school. I've talked to so many people from so many different backgrounds, and St. Mary's helped me prepare for that. My graduation is next Tuesday. So I don't know, the kids definitely can't leave their school to see my graduation, but I've got that question before.
Yeah, Isaac now 6 strikeouts, including his last 4 outs have been by way of the K. Is there any particular player, whether it's JV or varsity, both, that you look at the player and you just say that kid has a bright future and he's going to go far in life?
Oh, I have a couple of them.
Go ahead.
First of all, the one you just talked to, Henry Magnuson. Henry Magnuson in the North Arlington game went 4 for 4, and was another team leader. A great kid, great family. I have a funny story. Before I worked here, I was working as a waiter, bartender, bar back at Gus's Last Word in Woodridge, and I was able to meet Henry and his family. And I saw him wear a St. Mary baseball shirt, and I went, "Yeah, I used to go there." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm playing baseball there." And about a week later, I got accepted the job to be their English teacher, and I ended up teaching him, and not only that, being his head coach. So I thought that was awesome, and I got to know him and his family really well. Great kid, and a bright future, not only in baseball, just as a person, and not even that, as a multiple kids. Jason Santaramo, another tough-nosed kid that puts in the work. Kawan Torres, you see on the varsity bench right now, another kid, team leader, motivated. Justin Mabry, another kid, really good athlete. tackle in football, always ready to work, pick up his team. I'm proud of a lot of these kids, and I'm just, as usual, I'm blessed. I hope they understand what a gift I have coaching them. I understand sometimes I can get on them, but it's all love.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to ask something not about baseball, but some news we got today. Of course, for those of you who don't know, Coach is a Kansas City Chiefs fan. We found out today that not my Indianapolis Colts. I'm a Colts fan. We found out that we're both of our teams are heading to Germany this year.
Yep.
Are you excited to see your team play in Deutschland?
That was nice. That was pretty good, Jack. I got to give it to you. Yeah, you know, as always, I'm a diehard Chiefs fan. I've been a Chiefs fan since I
Oh,
was.
Jason, get down.
Jason's been great today.
Oh,
Risotto has been absolutely phenomenal.
He was in a
today.
bit of a slump, but then he had some really good at bats yesterday. And then the seventh broke through at that opposite field
Absolutely,
hit.
yeah.
Yep.
He's getting on this hot streak. Yeah, I've been a diehard Chiefs fan since I was 5 years old. I never played football before, but it's easily my most favorite sport to watch. And the Chiefs have been. If anyone ever saw my room, they'd be horrified because it's all Chief memorabilia. I'm excited for the season. I love this team. I love this team going into winning the Super Bowl. I thought we were really good. I just thought we were. Not the most complete team, but there's a lot of teams that a lot of players is ready to win, and a lot of veterans and young talent. The secondary, with the all-rookie secondary almost, and the greatest quarterback of all time, Patrick Mahomes. I know that's a hot take, but I promise you, in 10 years, you'll be agreeing with me. Everyone watching.
I agree. Is Jake Lyons that one that'll hang up?
Again,
it'll
this
be
kid,
grabbed for a second
number
round.
28. I don't know his name, but I know for a fact he's going to a D1 Wake Forest.
It's Reese Bowie.
Reese Bowie. He's hey, listen, quick pitch, but it's a good strategy. You know, hard throwing lefty. That's hard to come by. He has a really bright future in college and maybe beyond. And the be up right now is very good. I hope we continue that. Very good pitcher.
He aligns with what I preach during these broadcasts, is that when you see good pitchers, they usually tend to struggle early on in the games, but then once they get settled in, they're unhittable. And that's kind of what we're seeing here is X-Files that one.
Yeah, they're able to adjust. That's the main thing. They're able to adjust after a bad inning. They understand what they did wrong, and they come back, and that separates a lot of people because they're always going to pitchers are always going to have bad innings. They're always going to pitch a no-hitter every time. So to be able to adjust and important, hit the spots. It's not just throwing the ball down the middle for strikes. It's how you hit the corners. The inside, keeping hitters uncomfortable with high end fastballs, then to finish that off with a low and way curve. So, you know, it's been impressive to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. That's now 11 straight batters set down by Bowie. Coach, one last question to all the JV and varsity kids. Is there anything you want to say to them?
Just happy to be here, guys. You guys, I've had a couple of seniors come up to me, always asking me if I'm going to sit the bench for their games because they enjoy me having there. I don't really know why, but I just appreciate it. I try to stay motivated, positive energy. I did pitchers and catchers early in the year, and I was in charge of working them out. So we would run all around St. Mary's, all around the third floor, fourth floor, doing stair climbers, push-ups, sit-ups. And I was just telling them, listen, St. Mary's has always been the underdog, and that's great. That's not a bad thing whatsoever. You should revel in that. Grinding, resilient organization we are as a school and as a sports. In every sport we are. We're gritty and we're tough, and we need to have that chip on our shoulder no matter what team we play. And I let them know that every day, and they've been buying in. They not only especially Coach Nigel, Coach Julian, Coach Willie's message, but even me, a kid, a 25-year-old kid, first year playing baseball, just coaching baseball, just to be able to have them listen and being engaged is awesome. They can. A lot of people could just tune me out, but they welcome my suggestions and they're open to it, and I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah, as we just saw there, you mentioned this last time, but we've seen Kyle one hell of an arm back there behind the plate. Coach, thank you so much for the time. We appreciate it. As always, good luck the rest of the season.
Hey guys, as usual, I could stay here for another 5 innings if I wanted to, but I appreciate you all.
I think the team needs you.
I'll stay. That's a nice way of kicking me out. I appreciate you guys so much. No, don't worry about it. You guys are doing a great job. You guys work great. You guys are a great team, and I wish I had this when I went to St. Mary's. This is awesome to be able to broadcast games like this. You guys do a great job, and I'm always proud to be here. And hope I didn't know you too much. Thank you guys.
We really appreciate it, Coach. Thank you. All right, well, all right. That's a little floater. Out goes Giordano, and that's going to be caught. Nice grab by Xavier for the first out as, what's his name? Jimmy Burke flies out to left. Well, 3-1.
4 interviews, and not all at once, separate. It's a pretty good day for us.
Sure is. And Let's see if the Gales can win. We can get some more. Well, I'll tell you, Isaac is having a very, very good game on the mound today.
Yes, he has, and it all started, I think, just trying to get motivated. Come back after those powerhouse losses, try to move on to the next round, and they want to move on to the next round, play St. Joseph knowing, hey, you know, we did struggle the first game when we played you here, but now this is our opportunity to get our bounce back win, to replay you again, to show us, hey, this is what we're capable and good for today.
Yeah. Well, Isaac has been absolutely dominant on the mound today. He struck out 6. Has given up just 3 hits. Excuse me. He's hit 1 batter, but again, he's been pretty much just as good, even better than that last game. And time will be asked for. I don't think Again, we talked maybe about the bullpen who would come out today. Right now, they're gonna leave. They're certainly gonna leave Isaac in.
Absolutely. I would leave Isaac in.
Strike.
But also, you got to remember the pitch count because Bradley Higgins, he who played against Stony Brook, he threw 82 pitches. And from the message I received from him, he ain't playing for a while just because of the amount of pitches he threw. So you just got to keep mindful of that. And my guess would be Joey Chavasta coming in. If not, oh, yes, he is. Joey Chavasta's in the bullpen.
Is he really? I didn't even see that. Oh, yeah. I didn't even realize that.
I didn't think he has his glove on, but
I think he was
there.
just doing some warm-ups or whatever.
All right, interesting.
Ground
Go in
ball,
there.
foul. So one out here in the 5th. It's now full count to Matthias de Alba, who had a base hit his first time up. And he foul tips one for strike 3. Isaac with his 7th strikeout of the yep. 7th strikeout for Isaac in this game. I believe that's a season high now. That's 35 now on the year for Young. Second
And
out
if you
here.
notice, Jack,
in
not
the
one meet on the mound yet, compared to David Anderson and Chavasta.
Yeah, Kyle
Which
is
is, I'm keeping knocking on wood, but that is unusual to see because for the past few games we had a mound visit practically at every home, which hopefully doesn't happen. But I guess that shows that he's capable and pretty good for it.
we haven't seen Kyle come out once so far today, and the Wake Forest commit rolls one down to first. Herrera side retired. I think Bowie thought that he hit it off his foot. The umpire called it fair ball though, so he didn't even run. And another 1-2-3 inning for Isaac Young. Bottom of the 5th coming up.
Welcome back. It's 3-1 is your score at the bottom of the 5th here. St. Mary's has done an excellent job all game, both at the top and at the bottom sessions. And you couldn't ask for a better game and a better moment here, as is rule of ball. And it looked like it hit him, but it didn't, so that's going to be a 1-1 count at the moment. Foul ball there. That is a line ball.
End time. Nice play there by Garber for the first out.
I'll throw in a first.
That's now 12 straight batters set down by Bowie in this game. That's the fourth time that's the fourth 3U in this game. First base unassisted. So that's the fourth time this game that a ball's been grounded to first, and it's been taken without a throw to the pitcher.
Incredible to see there as number 6, Jose Victoria, is up next. We haven't seen any bullpen action yet. We saw Chibasa there going in and out, but we're not sure if he'll be there or not, as it's ruled a strike there.
We got something up, Joey.
And Joey is there.
And Dom was catching.
Dom was there, so he could be coming in, possibly.
No, they're going to keep Isaac in. Isaac has been impeccable.
Yeah, well, obviously it also depends on the pitch count.
Isaac has struck out 7, of course, through the first 5. That's a strike. And 2 strikes now. Reese Bowie, this Wake Forest commit, has now set down the last 12 Gales batters. And did that hit him? Nope, in the dirt.
I can't see it anymore. Yesterday I couldn't see it again, and today either.
Did you get the link to the channel?
AD gave me the link a while back, and I was using it,
Yeah.
but I can't. Yesterday and today I couldn't get it.
Yeah, right now,
Victoria swung on and missed. That was his
the one I have
6th
on right
strikeout
now
for
is on
Bowie.
the bottom of the 6th.
They'll bring up Ty, the leadoff
Yeah,
guy,
bottom
Tyler
50.
Giordano.
Well, no,
If you want this link, I'll send this one to you. Right,
Please.
this is live. All right,
I'm the
one
coach's
second.
mom, so
Oh, okay.
if I'm not here, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
no
say,
problem.
I'm not
What's
just
your
mom.
number?
My phone number is 551
Don't
Get that
497
live.
Oh, sorry.
My God.
497 990.
Sorry about that, my friends. Ty fouls that one back and it gets stuck in the netting.
Thank you.
Sorry
No
about
problem.
Sorry about that.
Take care. Sorry about that, guys. That's now. So 13 straight have been set down, and make it 14 as Giordano strikes out looking. Doesn't like the call. 14 in a row set down by Reese Bowie. Gales still lead 3-1.
Welcome back here. It's 3-1 is your score at the top of the 6th. Isaac Young remains in as pitcher. We did see Joey Chavasta warm up with Dominic Miller in the bullpen earlier. We'll see if he comes in for the top of the 7th. As we did notice in yesterday's game, Joey came in at the top of the 7th to try to end the last time the other team was at bat. So we'll see if it happens here against Dwight-Englewood.
Well, Isaac has been absolutely dominant here today. In the dirt, 1 and 2. I do not see any bullpen action over for Dwight-Englewood, so I think they're going to keep Reese Bowie in. Again, Wake Forest commit, really good
13.
pitcher. All right, so we have maybe some bullpen action according to Eli. We'll have to see whether they make the change. Strike 3 called, 8th strikeout now for Isaac Young as he gets Kim looking at the fastball. I'll tell you, Isaac, these two pitchers, we saw a pitcher's duel yesterday. I know there's been more scoring in this one, but I think this has been just as good, if not a better pitching duel.
It's been incredible, and very interesting, and it's shocking. It's great. It's everything checks off the box.
Sure does. Everett
And-
Garber now.
Their entire pitching this year has been incredible, and just like last year, a lot of players are going to be missed, and most of these players are crucial players, and most of them are pitchers. Most of them are key components, non-pitching wise. It's going to be interesting, really interesting to see where they're all going to go. But I am very shocked that this, same areas we're going to really need to build up their program, as there's a foul ball there.
Fouled off one
Now
on
with
one.
a lot of these good players, I mean, they have a good program now, but they need to build them more.
So 5 more outs to get for the Gales.
Bigger the better.
It's 3-1 game. We'll see if Gales would love to get some runs in the bottom of the 6th. They have not scored since the 1st. We do see Joey Chavasta warming up to.
He did that yesterday as well.
We'll have to see. I don't know what Isaac's pitch count is, but Isaac has been impeccable, as I've said. But he's down in the count here 3-1. If Garber could get it on, that would bring Collins to the plate as a tying run. And he walked him. That's the first walk given up by Isaac Young today. And that'll put a runner on for J.D. Collins.
He's a little bit tired, but hey, it's okay. He's got 1 out already. He just needs 2 more, just retire the inning and call it a night.
J.D. Collins will come up. Gale's looking for a double play here. Isaac has pitched phenomenal in this game. Strikeout 7. That was his first walk that he just gave up. He's given up just, let's see, 4 hits, I'm sorry. Ball 1. And Isaac's starting to miss a little bit here. We'll see. And now, yep, we're going to get a visit here. So I don't.
And that's the first visit, and here comes Nigel.
It's not going to be a pitching change. Isaac is. They're not gonna bring.
Who knows?
No, Isaac has pitched too good. I don't think they're taking him out. We'll see. Nope.
All right, wow.
Yep. I didn't think they were gonna. Isaac, Isaac has been so good. It's not like he's even thrown a lot of pitches. It's just been just 1 walk in this inning, throwing a couple balls, just trying to get him back in the zone. This is a good visit here by coach. I give credit to the umpire for allowing coach to take his time out there, not to rush out and try to end the conversation. So credit to the umpire for that one. All right, so the Dwight-Englewood is a tying runner on for J.D. Collins. Gale's looking for a double play here. Curveball in for a strike, 0-1. Another beauty from Isaac.
Yeah, another beauty from Isaac. He's done incredible all game, and of course, listen, it's only 1 out. It's been so far so good. Is there a pickoff attempt there? We're not gonna try to move the camera too much for those pickoff attempts because it's hard. We'll work on it.
Inside, 2-1. We try to see what else is going on. Still no action, really, in terms of bullpen. That's a strike, and it's 2-2. Good pitch there by Isaac. I thought that was a really good visit there by Nigel. Just coming in, trying to just calm Isaac down.
Nigel's a great player. Since their winter practice.
Did you say great player? I thought you said great player. Outside, full count.
Not player, coach. He's
Whole
a great
team
coach.
everybody in the.
He's a great coach. He's shown everything that he can possibly do. From the Florida trip to the winter practices, he's done it all. He's a great coach, not player.
3-2 to
Good
J.D.
job to
Collins,
this entire
and he
coaching
walked
staff.
back-to-back walks given by Young, and the tying runs are at bat now for Ben Friedland. Well, Dwight-Englewood, they've been quiet offensively in this game, but they've got the tying runs on base. Go ahead, run at the plate. Still here in the top of the 6th. Isaac's still out there.
And you got runners on first and second.
Yep. Again, great showing here today Great showing here today from the Gales.
Joey heads back to the bullpen.
Yep.
Joey Chavasta.
That's a strike, 0-1. I don't think I've seen the Gales pitch any pitchers back-to-back days. But considering that Joey threw just 1 inning yesterday and had a low
Yes.
pitch count, they might bring him in.
Yeah, and he did great yesterday. And listen, I think they're just trying to save these guys for possibly St. Joseph Saturday and Friday against Sea Caucus. And then you got another 4 games left. They need to preserve all their senior guys for those last 4 home games. And days rather of the regular season, because after it's all down to the wire. Like, hey, is it going to be how far are we going to go in the playoffs? You know, you gotta
Swing and a
save the
miss.
best of the best.
1 and 2. That was ball 2, but got a Friedland to bite at that one. So now Isaac in a 1-2 count has a chance to get out of the inning. And now Kyle will come out for a quick visit. Just a quick one between Kyle and Isaac. They'll talk over what to do.
We haven't seen that much either this entire game, as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast. And as a reminder, join us this Friday when the Gales take on Sea Caucus at 4 p.m. And if the Gales win against Dwight-Englewood today, they'll play St. Joseph's on Saturday, and we'll be there for that game. If not, you'll need to find St. Joseph's broadcast for their information.
Absolutely. So again, 1-2 now from Isaac Young to Ben Friedland here on top of the 6th with the tying runs at bat. Long hold.
Long hold here. Pitch. It is
Outside,
going to
2
be,
and 2.
low.
Isaac wanted that one. Didn't get it though. The
I disagree.
umpire with a bit of a tight umpire strike zone, getting a little tighter here.
Got to be careful.
All right, so now a 2-2 count. Free runners at first and second. Low, full count.
Full count. Wow.
Dangerous position here
They
for
just-
Isaac.
If they could get a strikeout and able to throw quickly to third, that might do it.
All right, so now it's a full count to Ben
Careful
Friedland. Yeah. This is a huge pitch here to make here. 3-2 to Ben Friedland. Garber at second, Collins at first. 3-2. And he walked him.
Oh, he
3
goes
straight
bases.
walks given up by Isaac Young. Let's see. All right, I think they're going to keep Isaac in. But now the tying runs are at
And they're going
third.
to change him.
Are they really?
He's heading out.
Who's heading out?
He's heading out. He's changing him.
Is coach going to do it? Is he coming out? Yep.
Yes, he is. He's taking his time. This is it. That'll be it for him. But we don't see Chavasta coming out yet, so
We'll see.
more than likely he'll be in, though. He'll need to finish out these next 2 innings and hopefully keep
Well,
it out
Joey's
strong.
coming out of the bullpen.
So, yes,
Is
it'll be
this?
Joey Chavasta.
Wait, no. Doesn't look like it. Maybe actually.
Holding maybe?
Is this going to be a position where coach asks Isaac if he can stay in the game or not? Because sometimes you're more experienced players, you ask them, can you
He's staying.
They're going to keep him. I like this. I think Isaac.
That's fine because it gives Joey a little bit more practice time and also gives
Well, I think more so for Isaac. I think Isaac wants to stand. He wants to.
and keeps Isaac a little bit more longer.
So Joey Chavasta, I believe, just headed back to the bullpen. Well, the tying
But
runs
he's
are.
got to be careful because he's going to be coming out any minute now.
The go-ahead run is now. The go-ahead run is now at first. That'll bring up Matthew Savon, who has struck out both times he's been up. Isaac has struck out 7. 7. And 8. I'm sorry. Isaac has struck out 8 through the first 5 and a third. 1 out. Bases loaded. Base hit could bring. Fly ball could make it a 1-run game. Base hit could. That's flied out to shallow right field. Rosado going out. In comes Moreno. He makes the catch for the second out. And the runner will hold
No
that.
run advances.
Wait, it was Herrera. I'm sorry. Herrera came over to make the catch. And that it's going to be. So the runner does not come in. That's a huge second out for Isaac Young.
And no runners move. So that is a crucial benefit for St. Mary's. Could have been a huge double
So
play there if that happened.
Isaac Young gets Matt Savant to pop out to Jacob Herrera. And now 2 outs. And it'll be up to Zach Colosimo to keep this inning alive.
And it'll be another crucial inning for Dwight-Englewood once they're back out.
Ball 1. Well, Dwight-Englewood making some noise here. Again, base hit could tie it. And strike 1. Good pitch by Isaac. Isaac Young trying to get through the 6th. He has pitched phenomenal in this game, but the bases are loaded with 2 outs. Garber at third, Collins at second, Friedland at first. 3 straight walks, but then got Savant to pop out to first. 1-1. Away, 2-1.
The wind picks up here as well.
Remember, bases are loaded, so a walk can bring in the run here. Very, very tight position here for Isaac Young. Just trying to get through it. This is a tough. Here in the first game of county tournaments. And it's.
That's a balk.
And they called a balk. They called a balk against Young, and that'll bring in a run. Garber's in to score. Everybody else will move up a base. They call Young, I think, wanted time. They end up calling a balk on Young to bring in Garber. Now runners at second and third, and now a base that could give Dwight-Englewood the lead.
No, that's not the lead. 3-2.
Yeah, but a base that can give them the lead now.
Joey
Yeah.
Chavas is standing by their bench side. They're possibly thinking about the change.
That's a brutal way to bring in a run. Now time will be called, and they're gonna bring in as Jacob Herrera will come in for a visit.
Okay, I think it's just now communication with the first baseman to see how fast you can throw, what are the scenarios, and what needs to be done, and what has to, and what needs to be done to execute the play quickly enough. Dwight-Englewood bench is going fire as they were down the majority of this game, and now they're coming back.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
And it's 2-2. Isaac Young needs one. All right,
And now St. Mary's is up. Their bench is going a little bit.
One strike to get.
Huge day, great crowd.
All eyes right now are on
Shout
Isaac.
out to the left field.
All eyes right now. All eyes in the field right now on Isaac Young and Zach Colasso. Struck him out.
Wow, what an
Isaac
inning.
Young gets through the inning, and the Gills maintain the 3-2 lead as he pumps his fist.
We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. It's 3-2 score after a balk given up by Isaac Young. But St. Mary's needs a crucial run here with Kyle Watson up at bat here. It'll be crucial to get another run in here. Oh, wait, watch the camera, Jack. Hold on.
We saw, by the way, we do want to mention that we saw Xavier Rana head to the bullpen for the Gills. So, and I think that Isaac is done for the day. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. I think they're going to have X come in and try to close this one out.
Possibility, but who knows?
That's grounded to second. And makes a play for the first out. That is the Savan who makes the play.
Unless possible experience.
Hang on, I have something to say.
Okay. Mike is yours.
That's now 15 in a row set down by Reese Bowie in this game. The Gales are holding on tight to this 3-2 lead. There are only 3 runs in this game.
Bowie for a reason.
Their only 3 runs in this game have come on a 3-run double from Jason Rosado.
And as we were talking about during the commercial break, he's only a junior, and he's done incredible. And that's just like some of our St. Mary bench too.
Yep, as that one's in the dirt ball 1. Well, Blaze Conti certainly has the power to give the Gales a run here, and that's foul back. Joey Shavasa is out of the clubhouse, but again, we saw X head to the bullpen. I think that's who they're going to bring. I think Joey just for some bullpen work.
It'll be a last-minute decision, but
Up,
Joey's been
that's how
practicing
back, and that'll
foul
go into the yard. Well, that yard certainly does get a lot of baseballs, it seems. Well, let's see. I think if Joey was going to come in for this thing, I think he'd be warming up right now. I think that's how this would work. That's foul back, 2 strikes.
Because remember, he's been in the bullpen a lot today. Maybe 2 or 3 times maybe today, I want to say. Well, he just came in now, Xavier Rana, so possibility.
Isaac is doing some warm-ups here, so will he stay in? We'll just have to see.
We'll have to just wait till the time comes. I mean, it's one out here. I mean, Blaze Conti here is up, and he's been on fire today and lately, so Let's see what he can do.
The dirt. Yep. So again, I mentioned it. 15 batters in a row now set down by Reese Bowie. Gales have just 2 hits in this game. Tyler Giordano led off the game with a single. Jason Rosado, the 3-run double. That's been it for the Gales as Conti strikes out.
Brings the second out.
How about that? That is
Now,
the
the pressure is on for Josh Marino as he needs to try to keep this inning alive and pray that their pitching pays off.
That's the 8th
pick up
strikeout
the
for
win here.
Bowie. Again, the Dwight-Englewood will have 8.
Swing and a miss.
The Bulldogs will have 8, 9, and 1 up in the top of the 7. It'll be Burke, DeAlba, and Bowie. Josh takes a ball, 1-1.
So we'll see here as it's a 1-1 count.
And that's outside,
Outside,
2-1.
2-1.
Josh swings and misses, and it's 1-2. Bowie, he's a very quick worker. Again, the Gales have to feel so again, with the way this guy's pitching, 3 runs is very impressive. Of course, all 3 came in the bottom of the first. Jason Rosado, and Marino fouls that one back.
Don't think he'll come in right away. I can't wait to see who they're gonna play, but just want.
Oh, it hit him! It hit him in the helmet, and that ends the string of 16 straight set down by Bowie, and that'll put Moreno at first. So he gets hit by a pitch. That's the second hit by pitch for the Gales in this game. It hit him right in the helmet, and a hot batter, Jason Rosado, will be up. Jason has doubled and flied out. He's driven all 3 Gales runs. You've got Josh Marino at first. Jason's been putting together some really good at bats lately. Takes a ball, 1-0. There goes Moreno. The throw by Freeland is grabbed by the pitcher. So the pitcher must have known that there would have been no play at second. So Moreno steals the base. And now a base hit. And they're going to intentionally walk Rosado. How about that? They intentionally walk Jason Rosado, who's been hot. And they'll bring up Jacob Herrera. Well, Adam's doing a great job.
Rosado comes out of the bullpen.
Yep, he's gonna come in. I'm pretty sure. I feel confident that he's gonna come in.
It'll be a game that, oh no, because Arana's got a hit.
Oh, that's right.
Because Herrera's up bat, so it means Arana's up next, so he's got to be careful. He could be up any minute.
Jacob trying to get this runner in with runners at first and second. And he popped it up a mile high. Garber says he has it. Backs
Left,
up,
right?
makes the 2-handed grab side, retired. 6 terrific innings from Reese Bowie. We'll go to
We'll
the
be
top of
back.
the 7th. Back for the top of the 7th. Gales are hanging on by a thread. It's 3-2. Isaac Young is out there. He's going to try to go the distance. It'll be 8, 9, and 1 for Dwight-Englewood, Burke, DeAlba, and Bowie.
Okay, so it's really going to come down to how his first batter goes. And
Strike from Isaac, 0-1. I thought that was a ball.
wow,
Isaac has struck out 9
This is
through
crucial
6
here.
innings. Yep, sure is. Come on, Isaac. And he fouls one
foul
back,
there.
and it's 0-2. Young has pitched absolutely phenomenal in this game. The same can be said about Reese Bowie, the pitcher for the Wake Forest commit from Dwight-Englewood. Outside 1-2. Again, 3-2. The Gales scored all 3 of their runs in the first inning. Dwight-Englewood scored 1 in, I believe, the 3rd, and then they scored 1 in the 6th on a balk. Swing and a miss, and Young strikes him out for the first out. That's 10
Crowd is going
strikeouts.
wild.
That's 10 strikeouts now for Isaac Young. 1 out here in the 7th. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Matthias de Alba. And Young will call for time. And strike 1. Good pitch by Isaac. Gale's trying to finish this one out.
This is one of those games where it's like it's going to be down to the wire, down to everything.
And the tie, 1-1. Again, a very tough decision for a coach. Whether to leave Isaac in to bring X maybe to close. They're going to keep Isaac in, and it's 1-2. He's got the 1-2 count. 2 more outs here to get here in the top of the 7th. 1-2 from Isaac Young. Foul back. Good fastball from Isaac.
It's been a very fast-paced game compared to our usual games.
Well, Reese Bowie, the starting pitcher, is on deck to bat. Well, he hit an RBI triple his last time up, or he's one for. Alba has singled and struck out. Struck him out. 2 men down. 11 Ks for Isaac Young. And now Dwight-Englewood is down to their final out, and it'll be up to the pitcher, Reese Bowie. Well, he's done his job on the mound. Has pitched 5 straight scoreless. Give up 3 in the first. It'll be up to him to keep this game alive. And that's a ball, 1-0. Austin Kim would be the bat. Austin Kim is on deck. What?
Where was that Young? Again, I'll interview. That's okay.
Game's not over yet.
I know.
Settle down. Settle.
No, I'll fair him say.
This kid's a good hitter. Of course, he hits at the top of their lineup. He's got a 2-0 count. Swing and a miss, 2-1.
Oh,
Good
man.
fastball from Young.
St. Mary crowd is going. Wow, this is a very close game. I can't wait to see.
And that misses, 3-1. Austin Kim is on deck. Tying run is at bat. Reese Bowie ahead in the count, 3-1.
The pitch.
Swinging a ground ball to first. Should be playable. Rosado can make the play. It's an infield hit for Bowie, and the game will stay alive. So Bowie just dribbling 1 to second base. Rosado did all he could to get it, but could not make the play. An infield hit for Bowie. And that'll bring up Austin Kim now as the go-ahead run. And we'll get a base. They're not. Nope. I don't. Wait a second.
Is he going to pull him?
I don't know.
Wow.
Well, X is in for defense in left field. Unless that's. Wait a second. X is coming.
X is coming out of the.
Oh wait, no, that's not X. That's
He's done. Wow.
Well, that's gonna be it for Isaac. It's gonna be it for.
110 pitches.
It's gonna be it for Isaac Young. That was a phenomenal performance. Matt DeGennaro will come out to play left field. They're gonna put Xavier Rana on the mound to try to get the final out. Well,
Wow,
you got to tip your cap there to Isaac. I know he wanted to, he wanted to come. He wanted to finish this game.
We actually won.
So it'll be up to Xavier Rana to try to get the. He'll have to face Austin Kim, the left fielder, who has grounded out. Grounded out fielder's choice, and he struck out twice. Xavier Rana will come in to try to get this crucial out as the Gales look to advance in the county tournaments.
Can't argue here. He played a phenomenal game, and it's as Adam Lopez, the announcer, announced it to everyone.
So the Bulldogs still down to their final out.
Yeah,
Tension builds.
wow, it really does. I mean, this is something I actually did not see coming. Like the last pitch of the possibly last batter and switch the pitchers. That shocked me. he must have really gone over the limit because that's a shocker.
Xavier Rana's going to throw out his pitches as X looks to close this one out. Again, biggest crowd for St. Mary's this year. So far this year. A lot of pretty good Dwight-Englewood support as well. Very quiet right now here in Rutherford. Tension builds. Again, it'll be Austin Kim to the plate as the go-ahead run. Tying run Bowie's at first. You're good.
Joey Chavasta heads the bullpen again.
No,
He
they're
is?
not. They're not. I mean, no, they're not bringing
I don't
him
think
in.
he'll come in, but
No. They're gonna
practice possibly for tomorrow. Not tomorrow.
maybe. I don't know. But anyways, all right. Are we? Yep. All right. So again, Bulldogs are down to their final out here. It will be Austin Kim as the go-ahead run. He faces Xavier Rana. X trying to close this one out. Tying run to bat. Long wait here as Isaac Young, 6 2/3, struck out 11, gave up 2 runs, but is responsible for Bowie over there at first. Austin Kim to the plate, 0 for 3. Fielder's choice, struck out twice. And he takes a ball, 1-0. Wells Dwight-Englewood again, they've just been trying to break through this whole game. They're looking for something here from Austin Kim. And that misses 2-0. Back-to-back curveballs from Xavier that both miss. Everett Garber would be the bat. Everett Garber is on deck. Gale's trying to finish this one out. Dwight-Englewood looking for a comeback. And that misses, and it's 3-0. So X now down in the count, 3-0. Everett Garber on deck. Kim is the go-ahead run at first. That's a strike, 3-1. Good pitch there by Xavier.
The game's still alive, but
Gale's just trying to finish this one out. Pulling Isaac, bringing X in. In for a strike, and now
Full
the
count.
Bulldogs are down to their final strike.
holy cow!
Kim.
Wow.
Bowie will be in motion from first. Austin Kim down in the count, 3-2. 3-2 from Marana. He struck him out, and the ball game is over. The Gales survive. Isaac Young, 6 2/3 for the win. Jason Rosado with the 3-run double ended up being the only run scored for the Gales, but turned out to be just enough. And the Gales win this one, 3-2.
Isaac Rosado Pereira. Pereira was first. Rosado was shortstop.
Why do you want Pereira?
So Isaac and who?
Jason.
Isaac and Jason Rosado.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Well, the Gales survived. The Gales survive a nail biter here. Again, great performance today from the Wake Forest commit Reese Bowie. Nothing to be ashamed of for him. Very bright future ahead. But the Gales advance in the counties, and they'll play St. Joe's Montvale on Saturday.
I don't think they said. Just seeing how many strikeouts Isaac had.
Isaac, 11.
11. And how many hits?
How many hits did he give up?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. I think 5.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 3 walks. Again, what a performance today. This was just a brilliant game. Again, we're gonna get Isaac and Jason. Coach is gonna have them do he's gonna do their speech after the game, and then we will get them in. Again, we really appreciate everything. Again, we really appreciate everybody who did an interview for us today. Thank you to Joey Chavasta, Henry Magnuson, Anthony Mazzina, and then Coach D for Oh. Yep. All right, no. That's good. A little more to the right. There you go. Which mic are you using?
I'll use that one. Keep talking in the meantime, and I'll start preparing that one here.
Yep. Well, what a game today. Gales win 3-2. Isaac Young, the winning pitcher, 6 and 2.
Can you adjust the camera and check here?
Isaac Young struck out 11 through 6 and 2/3. And the Gales just survive. Austin Kim got ahead in count. Austin Kim got ahead in the count, 3-0. X worked it to 3-2, and then struck out Kim to end the game. Gales will play now versus St. Joe's Montville Saturday. I for sure will not be there for that one. Eli might. Again, we're not sure. Bobby will be there for that one. So if Eli and I are both not there, Bobby will be there. We'll see who ends up taking the mound for the Gales on Saturday. But again, we really do appreciate all of you guys for joining. Again, thank you to Joey Chavasta, Henry Magnuson, Anthony Mazzina, and Coach D for the great interviews today. Try to do something a little different. Again, the story of the day, though, Isaac Young. What a performance on the mound. 6 and 2/3, struck out 11. It was a brilliant performance. You know, I'm sure getting pulled with 1 out in the 7th was tough, but again, Isaac ends up as the winning pitcher, and the Gales improve now to 14 and 6 on the year. And again, they advance in the counties. They'll play St. Joe's Montville at St. Joe's on Saturday. Again, we're gonna try to get an interview here. Yep, here we go. We're gonna get the interview. Again, we're gonna have Isaac Young, Jason Rosado here for the game today. Jason, just move over to the left a little bit. That should be good.
Good? All right. I'm joined now by Isaac Young and Jason Rosado. Start with you, Isaac. What a game you pitched today. Describe it to us.
Once my offense gave me 3 up, I was able to settle down. I was able to go as long as I could.
Yeah. And why did you get pulled out early? We just want to know. Was it through too much?
Pitch count, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Everyone wanted to know. All right, Jason, you played an incredible game. You helped this team so much out there. What do you have to say about that?
Nothing. Just comes from the bench up. Isaac, hell of a job pitching. Nothing. It just starts from the bench up. Good energy. It goes out to on the field.
You have St. Joseph's on Saturday, but before that, you have Sea Caucus on Friday. What are you guys looking forward in that game?
Seahawks looking to get a W and build onto that and carry that energy into Joe's.
Yep. Could have said it better.
Thank you guys so much. And Jack, any questions?
Isaac, I'm just curious. Of course, you also pitched last week against Dwight-Englewood. With the familiarity you had against that line, do you feel like that helped you in today's performance?
Yeah, definitely. Especially with like their 1, 3, and 4 hitters. I was able to keep them off balance of the off speed, and it worked.
Yeah.
And Jason, you've been putting together some terrific at bats over these last 2 days. What did it feel like to get that 3-run double in the first? I mean, that ended up being the difference in this game.
It felt amazing, especially with a pitcher like this. It felt good.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, guys. Well, that was a well-deserved win. So St. Mary's will go on to play St. Joseph's Montville this Saturday. The time is to be determined. We'll have the full time on Friday. And join us on Friday when the Gales play Sea Caucus on Friday at 4 p.m. and St. Joe's on Saturday. From Jack Rizzo, I'm Elijah Weintraub. See you Friday for the Gales taking on Sea Caucus. Good night, guys.
Good job. That's a bad sweatshirt, though.
What team are you?
49ers.
Oh, come on.